Hello and welcome to another Loot From video. This one was suggested in the comments, so here we go. Loot from the new Shooting Stars. The gear setup I'm using is full Prospector for its increase in mining experience, with a Varrock armour for the chance of mining double dust. A rune pickaxe, as I don't have a dragon one, but it also means I can mine in free to play without having to swap out my pickaxe. Make sure you remember if you're mining in free to play, dragon pickaxe won't work. Bracelet gloves for the run energy, and I don't have any better gloves for this slot. The memoirs for teleportation around Zaya, and additionally the blessing, the necklace and the capes for the teleports to the mountain, desert and the Ardoin monastery. For my event setup, I have the Zeric's talisman for teleports around Zaya once again, the mystical cape for any stars requiring Dragon Slayer 2 and those that fall on Corsair Cove, our Royal Sea Pod and the Western Banner for its Piscatorius and Gnome Stronghold stars, as well as the Master Scrollbook for the Piscatorius teleports. Fragments sea boots offer fast access to Relica stars, as it's a pretty far run without any teleports. The ring is for the run energy and its teleports as well, and well, as you can tell, most of these are for teleports as well. The Jeweler Ring, Necklace of Passage, Ectophile and Mauritania Legs. The coins are for boat payments, and the runes are for any extra teleports they may need, or access to my jewellery box or dig site pendant. The only teleports I am missing are an enhanced crystal teleport seed and the Dragon's Medallion, so bring those if you can. I think we're ready, so let's get hunting some stars. Started the timer as soon as I reached my first star, and I will pause it as I mine my last dust of each session. I think that should give the most accurate results. Of course, results will vary depending on the time of day, your method and the access you have to the different locations. I'm going to be using the StarMiner's Discord, as well as a CC with some friends hunting stars. I will link the Discord in the description down below. There are also currently a couple of active star hunting clan chats, which are StarMiners and StarMiners2. There are probably others, but I don't know of them yet. Shooting stars are a distraction and diversion where meteors fall from the sky every 2 hours and you can mine them for stardust. This can then be exchanged at a shop in Falador at the entrance of the mining guild. A shooting star will fall at a random spot on every world from a predetermined list, which I will cover later, every 2 hours with a variation of up to 15 minutes. Crash stars come in sizes from 1 to 9, and you can find out the size of the star by right clicking and examining it. Each layer is mined from 0 to 100%, at which point the outer layer disappears and the star size reduces by 1. It is possible to approximate the time stars will fall on members' worlds by using a telescope in the POH study. This must not be blocked by any of the rooms or be underground. Better telescopes provide more accurate times. A Note telescope gives you a window of 24 minutes, Teak a window of 9 minutes, and Mahogany a window of 2 minutes. Now, the reward you can get from shooting stars, or rather the dust you mine from them, are the Celestial Ring, Star Fragments, bags full of gems, and soft clay. The Celestial Ring costs 2,000 Stardust to purchase, and must be charged with Stardust, giving 1 charge per dust, up to 10,000. Wearing the ring gives you an invisible +4 mining boost regardless of being charged or uncharged, and stacks with both invisible and visible boosts. The charges give you a 1 in 10 chance of giving an extra ore when mining rocks up to adamant, granting experience for both ores. This will use up 1 charge. Amazingly, this does stack with the Varrock armour, mining gloves and the mining cape, and works post 99. Additionally, the ring can be combined with the Elven Signet, costing 100 crystal shards and 1,000 stardust to create the Celestial Signet, combining the effects of both of the rings. This however requires 70 smithing and crafting, but can be worked around by having Onwina or Reese sing the crystal for you for an extra 50 crystal shards. The second item you can purchase with your stardust are Star Fragments, costing 3,000 Stardust each. These can be used with your Prospector outfit to recolour it gold, costing you a total of 12,000 Stardust to recolour the full set. This is just a cosmetic upgrade. Finally, similarly to Motherlode Mine Nuggets, you can purchase gem and soft clay packs, 300 Stardust for gems and 150 for soft clay. And that is all you can currently use your Stardust for. There will likely be additions in the future, I expect. The only other things to mention is you can get gems and clue scrolls when mining stars, as well as a chance at the rock golem pet, although we don't yet know the chance of the pet from the stars. Now for the star locations, and there are quite a few. I will link the wiki page in the description down below as well. The landing sites are sorted into 14 different areas, being Asgarnia, Crandor and Karamja, Feldip Hills and the Isle of Souls, Fossil Island and Mosel Harmless, the Fremennik Lands and Lunar Isle, Great Korend, Kandarim, the Kebos Lowlands, the Caridian Desert, Misthalin, Mauritania, Piscatorius and the Gnome Stronghold, Terrain, and the Wilderness. As you can see, I flashed up the possible locations on screen for each area. There are between 3 and 6 possible locations for each area. I won't go into explaining each one, as you can find them listed on the wiki with map links to show you each spot specifically. What I will mention, however, is that shooting stars are also free to play, with the exceptions that the mining experience is halved and you cannot spend the Stardust until you are a member. Also, it is not possible to locate free to play stars using a telescope, as the POH is members only. Therefore, to find these stars, you have to actively hop the landing locations and find them. I think that pretty much covers everything we currently know about shooting stars, so let's see what we achieved in our 10 hours. Before we get into what we obtained in the 10 hours, I added a few additions to my setup. I grabbed out some water runes for the Ardoin teleports, as well as the crafting and farming cave for their additional teleports as well. In the entire 10 hours, I only saw one tier 9 star for a brief moment. I mostly saw tier 4 and below because they go so fast currently with the amount of active hunters and people with scouts. Although throughout the 10 hours I did notice that stars are slowly becoming more spread out over time. Their timers reset once they are finished being mined, so the resets are varying more slowly with less and less people doing the content. This is a good thing, as you in theory have the chance at mining more stars this way. Unfortunately, when the weekly update hits, the star timers will reset, so they will all fall at pretty much the same time again. Overall, we managed to mine 8,438 Stardust, so around 843 per hour if you want to look at it like that. We also got ourselves some gems, 22 sapphires, 9 emeralds, 9 rubies and 2 diamonds, as well as 6 beginner clue scrolls. This came out to be around 210,000 total mining experience, while I was wearing the full Prospector outfit. So what could you get with this amount of Stardust? Well, it isn't quite enough to get the full cosmetic upgrade for the Prospector outfit, because that's 12,000 total Stardust, but you're almost 3/4 of the way there. Additionally, we do have enough dust to get ourselves the Celestial Ring, with extra dust for charges, and even to upgrade it to the Celestial Signet with slightly less left over for charges. Using the averages from the 10 hours, it would take you around 14 hours to get the full Prospector set, and 2¼ hours for the ring, and 3½ hours for the Signet, minus charges. If you are thinking about this as a money making method, let's talk about the gem and clay packs. From the 10 hours, I can afford either 28 gem packs or 56 clay packs. Using the average GP for each from the wiki, this is 799k for the gems, or 856,800 GP for the clay. Honestly, it's pretty bad mining experience and GP overall. You would really only do shooting stars for the cosmetic upgrades, ring, or to fill out the collection log. That's pretty much all there is to say about the shooting stars. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my Impling Only Series as well. Don't forget the links that are down in the description. See you next time!